Story 2, Unseen, Chapter 5, The Unexpected. 2 days skulked by in the choking stasis of Mark's self-imposed confinement. Food lay untouched, thirst unquenched. He had become a prisoner of his own terror, severing all ties with the world beyond his bolted door. Grace's worried calls persisted, her voice a constant plea, hinting at a truth she languishingly wanted to share. He offered only the hollow excuse of illness, a flimsy reason to keep her at bay, fearing her touch might carry the same taint that clung to his waking hours. That afternoon, a fragile curiosity, or perhaps a distressed yearning for proof that the outside world still existed, compelled Mark to inch towards the door. He eased it open, the hinges groaning, creating a sliver of an opening. As his eye peered into the dimly lit hallway, the horrifying visage of the White Lady materialized inches from his face. Their eyes met. A strangled cry was all Mark could exhale as he stumbled backward, his head cracking against the sharp edge of a wooden drawer. The violent impact sent a shockwave through him, causing the precarious lampshade to teeter and fall, crashing onto the floor. He flinched with panicked speed, narrowly avoiding a blow to his skull. As the door slammed shut, the apparition vanished. Mark scrambled back onto his bed, curling into a tight ball, his limbs shaking uncontrollably. Then, out of nowhere, a new apparition appeared behind the door, a silhouette of 2 feet now visible beneath it. The thing standing outside didn't fade away. It remained there for hours, as if waiting for him to open the door. The bloody thing was toying with him. The third day brought with it the gnawing pangs of starvation and a dizzying weakness that threatened to pull him into the darkness. His stomach lurched, expelling its emptiness in a wretched spasm onto the floor. Fear gouged at his sanity. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of leaves against the window pane, became a harbinger of unseen horrors. He was unraveling, lurching on the precipice of utter hysteria. Then, a soft knock against the door sent a thump of pure terror through Mark.
Honey.
The timbre of Grace's soft, calming voice cut through the domineering silence.
Are you there?
With a monumental effort, Mark pushed himself to a shaky stand, his body leaning heavily against the wall for support as he shuffled towards the door. His hand trembled as he edged it open, revealing Grace's pale, anxious face.
Grace.
The single word was a measly exhalation. It was barren of warmth or vitality. Shock widened her eyes, her gaze sweeping over his gaunt features. He was a shadow of himself. He was more akin to a corpse than a living man.
Oh my God. What happened to you, honey?
Mark wordlessly allowed her entry, his weakened body instinctively seeking the fragile comfort of her presence. As he clung to her, her left hand went to his arm, and the other to his waist. She felt the feverish heat burning from his skin. As Grace gently assisted Mark back to the bed, her eyes fell upon the vile stain on the floor. Alarm flashed across her face.
Stay here.
She urged, tight with concern.
I'll clean this up.
She grabbed a handful of his discarded clothes from the laundry basket and began to wipe away the mess. After tending to the squalor, Grace said she was going out to buy some food for him. She left her bag beside him on the bed, its zipper carelessly half undone. While she was gone, a dark curiosity, fueled by the insidious paranoia that now choked his every thought, compelled Mark to peer inside.
Safety first.
A rational part of his brain whispered. He needed to know if she was concealing anything sharp. As he widened the opening, his breath hitched in his throat. Nestled amongst her personal belongings was a doll similar to the one, Todd had offered him the nights before. Wrapped around its deformed anatomy was his missing photograph. The shock was so shattering it stole the very air from his lungs, leaving him speechless and reeling from the unexpected betrayal. Mark snatched the doll. The rough texture revolted through him. His legs moved with a strange, detached purpose, carrying him towards the door. He had to escape her to put distance between them. The depth of her perceived treachery was tearing at his insides, his heart. His steps were unsteady, his vision blurring with unshed tears as he stumbled out of his room and into the hallway. There, framed in the doorway of the boarding house, stood Dexter. A few steps behind him, her face engraved with worry, was Grace. Then, the world tilted precariously, and Mark collapsed, his body hitting the floor with a heavy crash, right at Dexter's feet.
Whoa, you okay, buddy?
Dexter's voice swam in Mark's fading consciousness as he caught him before he fully succumbed to the darkness. They helped him back to his room, Dexter gently laying his weakened body upon the bed. In the swirling vortex of his shock and disorientation, the memory of where the damning doll had fallen eluded him, lost in the encroaching fog of his delirium. If you liked our short story, please hit the like button. If you want more of our original short stories, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook. That's it for now, fellow night owls. Until next time, good night, sleep tight, keep the mirror out of your sight.